Well, hello there, YouTube. How the heck are you guys doing today? It is 56 degrees out here, and at the moment it's not raining, and they say it's not supposed to rain for the next couple hours. But didn't I go on a ride here recently? Kind of said the same thing, and I ended up getting wet, I think. Man, I got stuff stacked in my pockets. Anyway, we're going to take the old Beamer for a rip here. It's already dirty. Nothing else in my shop is dirty, so I am not creating two motorcycles to wash. And for one, this thing washes very, very easy. Yeah, it's funny. I don't see my phone connected here. I don't see the info from it. Why for is that? It might be looking for my other phone. I don't have my iPhone 7 with me. But anyway, we're gonna go for a little rip. Hopefully it'll be nice out here today. Well, as nice as it can be, just not rain on me. God, it feels great at 56 degrees though. I wore this first gear Kathmandu jacket, and I think that might be just a little too warm. I am hot, Jack, but the cold will seep in. Yeah, you kind of rush and trying to get things done. It's 4:11, sunsets at 5:09, so whatever I do, I don't have a whole lot of time to do it, do I? So anyway, just out goofing around. Nothing, someplace I might go. I'm just going to cruise around and see where, let's just see where the BMW takes us. Woo. Look at them skies. I think because the reason I decided to go for a ride, it got bright out, and I see little patches of blue here and there. And I thought, man, I need to do this before the day is over. At least I can say I rode this weekend. There's a huge storm coming tomorrow. In fact, we got warnings for landslides and stuff. It said the ground's already saturated from all the previous rain, and now they're afraid that this heavy rain we're about to get, I think tonight, it's through 6 p.m. tomorrow, that could cause additional flooding, and our ground is like a sponge around here, but if it gets oversaturated, we get landslides, which that can happen anywhere. Man, look at that mess in California and stuff. Woo. Dang. It's crazy. The powers of Mother Nature. She can be cruel at times. Another thing I get asked about, especially now that, you know, people are seeing that spring is on its way, you know, all the motorcycles. I keep getting asked, is the Nav6 that much better than the Nav5? And I think I mentioned this before in the vlog, but I've seen vlogs where people are talking about, go, oh, well, you know, it's a little bit, the display is a little bit better, but if you already have the Nav5, there's no sense in upgrading to the 6. I'm saying wholesale, and you can ask anyone that's had the 5 before and now has the 6. It's a night and day difference. Night and day difference. Just the speed of it alone. But that's not the big thing. That screen is absolutely incredible. It's like looking down at that TFT. It's just tack sharp with incredible detail. Man, you know, with the old with the 2017, you know, I don't wear my glasses when I drive because I only need them for reading. Well, that's close enough that I couldn't. It was hard for me to tell sometimes what speed I was going with the old analog gauge. And with the Nav5, wasn't much better because I couldn't see the little speed that I'm going. You know, most people go, well, I can't read that thing anyway, I just look at the nav. But I couldn't see the Nav5. I can crystal clear see the Nav6. So, yeah, huge difference. Is it worth the upgrade? I would absolutely wholesale say yes. And if you have Nav4 or 5, the Nav6 bolts right in the same hole. The only issue here is if you have K1600, the one that goes down in the dash. If you notice, the Nav 5 is offset to the right a little more than the Nav 6. I'm sorry, than the Nav 5. So, you know, how your Nav 5 set perfectly square in that screen, you get a little bit of a black, you can tell it's not sitting perfectly straight in your K1600. Whether it's B, GT, GT, any of them that hold the Nav 6, or in the navigation in the dash. So I've had people ask, is there some way they can fix that? I've looked in detail, and I don't, because it's all kind of timed with the door. I'm sure somebody will probably come up with some little shimming thing of some, I have no idea how they're going to do it, but to do it, I'd have to move it against the mount in the fairing frame, and if you did that, the lid that protects it, you know, that when it goes down the dash, the lid would move over with it. So I don't see how you can straighten it out. Now, if you see it, and you see just what a small little smidgen of it being offset is, most people would look at that and just go, what do I care? You know, I'll ignore it. It's like the notch on an iPhone 10, you know. I literally don't even see that thing anymore. And at any rate, I'm one of those people that's very OCD, and you know, especially when it comes to things being symmetrical, you know, that thing being offset in there would drive me nuts. Which you would think that right there would drive me nuts on this, because as you can see, it sets off to the side. But if I'm one of these people, if it came that way, I'm all right with it. I don't particularly like it, but I'm all right with it. We came down this road yesterday, the little woman and I, and it was raining over here. Jeez, you see that dog? I seen that dog and it looked like a little bear. Whoa. We used to have a chow. Yeah, it was a chow. And in fact, he looked so much like a bear, we named him Bear. We had to get rid of him when we moved away from Portland and went back down to Texas. What an awesome dog. But man, he was huge. Whew. Good dog though. Man, I don't know what happened. I ended up about 1,300 feet up in the air and fell over with the BMW. I can't get it started. I'm in a heck of a mess. You guys ought to know better. I pulled this enough times. But this, if you haven't been following my daily vlog channel, this is a Springfield Armory XDS45. This is a subcompact single stack 45 ACP fire breathing son of a gun. Anyway, I was just goofing around trying to figure out what I wanted to do, so I thought I'd come up here and just lob a round off or two. What do you think of that? That's a fun son of a gun right there. And now I'm so OCD about things, I'm going to have to go home and wash it now, or clean it. It won't be hard. That was just a simple, I think I have the six round magazine, so 6+1. But anyway, I'm put something back in there, because that is my carry, and gather that up right quick and roll back on down the hill. Oh, there's something, you know. What do I got down here? Oh, wait a minute. There's also a Ruger LCP2 380 ACP. I wonder how that got in my pocket. How'd that happen? Dang. How'd that end up in my pocket? I just don't know. Alright. So, I had those. I was thinking about it. I go, nah, I'm not going to make it up there. I end up coming home in the dark, which I probably will. I'm so high, I'm up in the fog now, as you can see. But anyway, let me clean this mess up. I'm going to head out. So, I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I posted a video on this channel. I was going to say, you know, I haven't taken you down here in a coon's age, but it may have been the last video, as far as I know. Man, is that beautiful or what? But this is Meekler Road, and it was getting dark quick because what am I? Geez, I'm 12 minutes from sunset. But we're getting a lot of, oh, look at the moss on the road. That stuff can be like, that can be like riding on ice. You don't want to make any sudden moves on that stuff. And any road like this, it doesn't get traveled a lot. It builds up like crazy. Man, that limb's hanging down low, isn't it? And you got this churned up leaf stuff from the fall. That doesn't help. Down here and take a peek over this. God, look how bright it is down here with no leaves. Anyway, it was getting dark, and I was talking about how the twilights are lasting longer because, you know, the way the season is changing back towards we're heading back towards summer, that twilight lasts longer. Man, around winter solstice, about 15 minutes before sunset, it gets dark because it's usually rainy and the mountain cuts the light off early. But then you have no and it's like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes after the actual sunset, it is coal black out here. Man, why would you come out here and dump your garbage? Man, look at the water moving around that old Meekler Bridge, the old pillar there, if you can even see that. And you guys wonder how, like in the summertime when that's really low and it's just trickling through and you see all them trees piled up there, you're going, geez, how's that get there? There you are. That would be the Cowlitz River rushing by it. She's not at flood stage, but she's high. And what's weird is usually when you get this rain and the water's high, it's all silty because it washes junk down from, you know, the eruption of Mount St. Helens in 1980. But every year, even though the water's high, look how green it is. I mean, it's not see-through like it normally is, but at least it doesn't have that grayish, weird silt look to it. But look at this. Look at all the garbage people throw over here. Old tires and somebody dumping a bag out here. You know, then, you know, whatever critter comes along goes dragging through it. And you end up with that. It ends up everywhere. Gonna have to give this thing a bath. I was in such a rush to come out of there, I didn't even bother putting the bags on or nothing. I just rolled her out. Oh yeah, we got a wash job ahead of us, don't we? But the nice thing about this, that Liquid Performance Cycle Wash, just a little bit of scrubbing in the heavy areas with a real light brush, because you can actually scratch it with the brush. Think about it, you're scratching mud with a brush, so you need to just touch over it really light, and it just you hit it with cold water and it comes right off. It does not like the hot water and doesn't clean as well. Them glasses just immediately fogged up. But anyway, it's gonna be pretty much a dark ride the rest of the way home here. But I hope you enjoyed. I was thinking, because I'm doing a daily vlog, kind of bouncing in and out between you two guys. I was thinking when I was holding those things up, this camera's so low, you probably didn't see anything. You probably just heard a lot of banging and booming. But anyway, I'm getting more relaxed. You know, it's been years, and then a lot of times I have the camera on like I did just then, and I feel weird, and you know, your muscle memory of shooting all the time is gone, and man, it's just, it feels, you just remember the last time that you went out that, you know, you were like freakishly accurate. It's not the gun, you know, it's the guy holding on to it. But anyway, getting out of it for so long, it's kind of embarrassing that you can't just, you know, point shoot, basically, you know, just look at it and go bang and you hit it. But anyway, I'm getting more relaxed and getting some of that old muscle memory back. At least I was hitting what I was pointing at. Oh no, and it's a Geo Metro of all automobiles. You can only imagine how fast this thing's going. Ooh, listen to it. Sounds like it's got a bad rod or something. Ooh, that thing is hammering. Thank you guys for coming along for the ride and the little bit of plink in there. I hope you personally don't have any offense to any of that stuff. You know, it's just something, you know, if you're not from the US, it's just a sport that we all love dearly. And yeah, I remember 99% of us that have those things are good people doing good things with, it's just sporting and having fun, you know, pointing at an old potato or a Coke can full of water or something, you know. It's just all fun. But honestly, it's a good thing. It's something Kelly and I love. All my kids love it. Literally everyone I know enjoys the sport. And nobody is doing anything bad. We're law-abiding, legal owners. They're all registered to us. And if something was to eventually go bad and we lost that right, guess who they're going to take it from? Us. Guess who they're not going to get it from? The bad people. So then things get ugly real quick. So anyway, hope you guys aren't offended by any of that. It's all fun to me. I'm not out to do any harm or anything like that to nothing. I don't even hunt anymore. I haven't hunted in probably 30 years or so. I couldn't harm an animal no matter what. I even feel bad going fishing. I go fishing, you know, like we were in Texas, and we take the kids out there. We all go fishing. We get a few things for them, but you know, most of the stuff I just turned it back. Just let them go. Who am I to disrupt their life? They're just out there doing their thing, you know. Who the heck am I to come along? You know, if I was in a bad way and I needed to feed the family and myself and whatnot, that'd be something different, you know. Go back to the old days of, you know, survival. But I don't need that. I don't need to do that. So it's all just a sport. Fogging up bad. But once again, thank you guys very much for coming along for the little rip. Hope you enjoyed the little plinking. A couple of my new toys there. Getting back into the sport. Alright. So again, I appreciate you watching. Love your comments. And you're a bunch of loyal fans. And that's awesome. Awesome family we have out here for sure. We all get along. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Thanks now. Bye-bye.